Hi, this is Alex Chu here. Today is August 26, 2009. I was watching YouTube and reading Yahoo News and realized, wow, this country is sinking deeper and deeper. The White House projects that there's going to be $9 trillion deficit in 10 years instead of $7 trillion deficit. And then Peter Schiff and Gerald Celente, all these people, all these naysayers. I actually agree with them, though. I think this country it's not getting any better. It can only get worse. Because, how can a country recover without creating jobs? It's like the entire United States is a huge family, okay? And there's let's say this family has 10 members. One day your uncle lost his job, your aunt lost her job, and then grandfather lost his job, grandmother lost her job, and then your father lost his job, your mother started losing her job, and then other people are about to be laid off or about to lose their jobs. And you're sitting here talking about recovery. Oh yeah, don't worry, the family's going to recover. No, it's not going to recover. Everybody's losing jobs. How can it recover? I just don't understand. I think the core problem of this country is this. Actually, it's very obvious. This country has too many rules. If you look at China, China has they have one rule. Basically just one rule, one very simple rule. You don't criticize the government. Chinese leaders do not like revolts because China has a long history of revolts and revolution. People always find excuses and chances to revolt against the government because Chinese people are a little more serious than the Europeans. They're very sneaky. They like to look for chances to revolt. So in China, basically, the government does not like people to revolt. So only rule is you don't criticize the government. Other than that, you can do pretty much whatever you want. It's a lot more free than the United States. I think the United States is, they have too many rules. For example, I heard of this case that a piano teacher was hired to teach somebody's daughter how to play piano. So he goes to that person's house. And then in order to teach the daughter, he put his fingers on the daughter's fingers, showing her where the keys are. The mother called the police and calling this piano teacher a child molester. And at the end, the guy got 10 years in jail. It's ridiculous. You're the one who called this man. You're the one who hired this man to teach your daughter how to play piano. You turn around and you prosecute this man and then give him 10 years in jail. Well, it's ridiculous. Other countries. To other countries, this is so amazing. I mean, this is so amusing. Why are Americans doing this? And also, stuff like, remember the Prohibition law in the 1930s, 1920s? Yeah, United States is probably the only nation in the world that prohibits people from drinking liquor. That's unheard of. Okay, liquor has been passed down from generations for thousands of years, even back in the Egyptian times, when the Ramses and Moses existed. They had liquor back in the days. United States is like the only nation that banned people from drinking. That tells you how ridiculous this country is. We have too many laws, and also I'm not a pedophile or anything, but honestly speaking, for example, if your daughter is 16-year-old, okay, and she found somebody online who's 20, and then she attempts to date that man, okay, they are 4 years apart. She attempts to date that man. Why would you call the police and put that guy in jail? Because he's 20-year-old. And the law is so severe that if you date a girl who's under 18, even she's only a few months under 18, you could face a maximum of 10 years in jail. I just don't understand this country. If your daughter, you don't want your daughter to date an older man. It's your responsibility. It's not the government's responsibility. You're the one who should step up and say, hey, listen, I don't want you to date an older man. And you should keep an eye on her. The government should not help you keep an eye on her. The most ridiculous thing is that the government would actually help people to put these guys in jail just because they dated a younger girl. You watch Daylight NBC, and Daylight NBC it's not even fair. Those are fake girls. Those are people who try to get you in trouble, who try to act very sweet and act very, very easy to get on chat rooms, on telephone. Hey, come over. I'm only 13. Yeah, I want you. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you look like. You could be bald, you could be fat, you could be ugly, you could be extremely old. Those fake girls, decoys, they call you up, they act very sweet, they act like they all want you and stuff, and they chat you like they really, really, they're in love with you, and then they trick you. So you come to the house, so the police, so you could be humiliated on TV, and then the police can later on arrest you and destroy your career. I don't understand why the United States is so strict. Other countries, if you slept with a 15-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl, people will laugh about you. That's about it. People will laugh about you, or the police might put you in jail for like 2 days. But nothing like this country. This country is like you touch a younger girl who's younger than 18. Wow, you could face like 10 years in jail. It's crazy. And also this healthcare thing. Why would Obama? He thinks that this country is not strict enough. He wants to push for more restriction. Now he wants to nationalize healthcare. And guess what? If you don't want healthcare, if you don't buy any insurance, you could be fined $1,000 every year. You have to pay the government a $1,000 penalty every year. Why is that anyone's business if I don't want any healthcare for myself? I feel that I'm a healthy man. I feel that only time I would need this healthcare is probably if I got into a car accident or something. But car accident, the healthcare has already been covered by the auto insurance. Other than that, I feel very healthy. I don't want any health insurance. Why would the government penalize a citizen who chooses not to buy health insurance? This is like the first country that would do these kind of things. You go to China, Japan, you go to anywhere in the world. You ask them, hey, if you refuse to buy health insurance for yourself, do you think the government will penalize you? Will make you pay a $1,000 penalty? It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Why would this government is growing too big? It's growing too big. It's growing too powerful. In this country, it's not free anymore. And then, what about paying a federal tax? What about everyone has to pay at least 25 to 30% federal tax to the federal government? Where does that money go? That money doesn't come back to the people. It doesn't go to government services. It goes to the Federal Reserve so they can pay off whoever owns the Federal Reserve. We have to pay debt on the Federal Reserve. So this Federal Reserve thing is actually very unconstitutional. It's a scam. You earn so much money, and then they take away like 25%, 30% of your income. If you go to China, or if you go to Hong Kong, those kind of places, usually they have very, very low federal tax, or they have no federal tax at all. People, if you don't go out there, you don't understand. These people, yes, sometimes these countries, they have restrictions. For example, they don't want you to criticize the government. But they are more free in other fields. And for example, another one is, I don't understand why California passed a law allowing men to marry men and women to marry women, so gay couples, they could get married. And then a year later, I think it was H. Yeah, it's called H. I think they repealed it. They repealed this law. So and then the gay couples were outraged, and then they were all protesting on the street. And right now, people are debating whether should we let the gay couples marry themselves or not. I think it's totally ridiculous. If Sam wants to marry Peter, why is that any of your business? Why is that your business? You just look. They are marrying each other. They're not marrying you. So why would you make it that? Why would you make their marriage your business? I really think that you really should just let people marry whoever they want. You know, as long as both of them say I do, let them get married. Why should a government even care? Maybe they believe that they should get married. Maybe this is their new religion. Maybe they're in some kind of religion believing that men should marry men. Just let them do whatever they want. Why would a government care? This government is getting too big. Well, I believe that the government should be small, and it should also provide very good service. I'm going to talk more at the part 2 of this video. This video is getting too long. Thank you.